Well, the mind body disconnect happens often when we grow up in environments that require us to disconnect from our bodies, maybe because of shame, fear, or being in survival. We learn to stay in our heads. But healing doesn't just happen through logic alone. You can't think your way out of a trauma response. You have to process and feel your way through it with compassion, doing this safely, gently, and slowly, and by reconnecting with our body. Did you know trauma isn't just a story in your mind? It's a state in your body. Even if you can't consciously remember what happened, your nervous system remembers. You might feel stuck, anxious, reactive, disconnected, and not even know why. That may be the trauma response, and it lives in your body, not just your memories or your brain. Well, welcome to the Butterfly Event Podcast, where mind meets body and healing begins. I'm your host, Heather Hewett, double board certified naturopath, clinical nutritionist, and somatic trauma therapy certified. And in today's episode, we're diving into a powerful truth: how your body holds trauma and what the mind body connection has to do with your healing. If you've ever wondered why talk therapy alone isn't enough, or why your body feels on edge, even when your mind says you're fine, this episode is for you. Well, what is trauma really? It isn't just about what happened or the event, it's about what happened inside you as a result. It's the overwhelm that your nervous system couldn't process at the time. So instead of being released, it gets stored in muscle tension, shallow breathing, frozen responses, gut dysfunction, and chronic illness. This is why trauma healing has to have added the component of evolving the body, which is somatic. The body literally keeps the score, and we're not just brains walking around. The body has a huge role. Well, the mind body disconnect happens often when we grow up in environments that require us to disconnect from our bodies, maybe because of shame, fear, or being in survival. We learn to stay in our heads. But healing doesn't just happen through logic alone. You can't think your way out of a trauma response. You have to process and feel your way through it with compassion, doing this safely, gently, and slowly, and by reconnecting with our body. This is the essence of the mind body connection. The mind can name it, and that is important. Name it to tame it, but the body must process and then release it. Well, what are some of the signs your body is holding trauma? You might notice chronic tension or pain with no clear cause, feeling numb or disconnected from your body. You may overreact emotionally, even just to small things. You're having trouble sleeping, constant fatigue that's unexplainable, digestive issues, headaches, or panic attacks. These aren't just symptoms, they are messages from your body. Your body is asking for safety, for regulation, for support, for compassion, and for release. So, what helps? Well, healing the body's trauma takes patience, compassion, and gentle body based tools such as somatic awareness, where you are noticing sensations without judgment, grounding techniques such as breath work, walking barefoot, orienting to your environment, vagal toning exercises like EFT tapping, and co regulation, which is also very important and one of my favorites. What's also underestimated is eating whole food nutrition and gut healing, because the vagus nerve links your gut and brain. The vagus nerve is basically the telephone line from the gut to the brain, and the gut and brain are best friends. Then there's therapeutic movement, like specific targeted stretching, such as fascia type stretching, shaking, which is one of my favorite somatic exercises for releasing anxiety, panic, and pent up emotions. Then there is trauma release exercises. We have covered some of those in this podcast in the past, and I will continue to do that, because here we explore all of these things and more, because they help bridge the mind body gap. If you've been struggling with symptoms that won't go away, you've been to doctors, they can't explain these things, they don't know the cause, please know it's not because you're weak-willed. It's not because you're weak. It's not willpower. It's not because you're broken. It's because your body is wise. It's trying to protect you. And at the Butterfly Event podcast, I believe true healing begins where the mind and body meet. That's the guiding tenet here, and my promise to you. Well, subscribe, comment, and share if this resonated. And in the comments, tell me what's one way your body might be holding on to a past experience. Until next time, breathe deep, be gentle, and remember, you're not broken, you're healing. Bye for now.